Hey guys, we're live on the moon. It's Thursday, June the 20th, 2013, 10:03 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And I've been waiting for clear skies. I finally got some clear skies. No wind, and it's not a full moon, so we should be able to see something. That crater right there, that large crater, is it's one of the larger craters on the moon. At least from Earth, it's really visible. It's Tycho. And if you've ever visited my website at www.bill-bryson-astronomer.com, you'll see that I have featured several articles on Tycho, including some excellent photos of cities on the moon, guys. My name is Bill Bryson, and I like to do the moon every once in a while. It seems like I haven't been able to get out as much as I want because the weather has just been so terrible. But tonight, I think we're going to be able to get a pretty good shot. I'll center it pretty much at the edge of the shadow line. It comes and go. I have the my light sensing is automatic, and I also, by the way, this is a really, really bright moon. See how it kind of blares in and out? And so I have a moon filter in there. That is what I call Crystal Lake. And let me zoom in a little bit on Crystal Lake. I do have autofocus on, and I do not have a Barlow in there right now. I probably will try a little bit later to put a Barlow in. Right now, it's not real clear when I get in so far, and then I'll show you when if I can go all the way in. But it's just the atmospherics are getting me, and you can see. So I'm going to leave it out. We're going to do a survey of the moon here right off the top, and then I know there's a feature up here I want to really explore a little bit with a Barlow. I found it interesting on the moon. Sometimes when I do the moon, the very top and, well, in particular the bottom of the moon, it's hard for me to get it in crisp focus, and I'm not real clear about why that is. And it might have to do with, you'll see as I go up, it gets, see how the focus, see how, isn't that beautiful, guys? That is beautiful. And see, there's our horse. Our horse is in what they call Mar Nubium. By the way, the Crystal Lake was called Mar Humorum, which was the sea of moisture. And that little thing right off center, off 6 o'clock there, below Copernicus up there, where that little horse is, that's a sea of clouds, or Mar Nubium. Copernicus is, let me center Copernicus. That is Copernicus. And isn't it beautiful? And the Alps, the chain of the Alps go off to the 1 o'clock position. But I want to creep over here to the left. And again, I'm letting the light adjust itself. There's what I'm looking for. This is a crater that it's called Aristarchus crater, and Jose Escamilla, in his excellent video of the moon called Celestial, that, by the way, is a glitch in the driver, which I have no control on. Jose featured Aristarchus, and it looks to me like we're going to be able to get in there up close and personal. So I tell you what I want to do. I'm going to put in a Barlow right now, and we're going to see if we can get a good, clean signal close. So hang with me. Bill Bryson here on June the 20th. It rained last night. It rained yesterday. It's been cloudy. It's been windy. It's been, the dogs are barking like a troop of banshees. But I'm inside, so you can't hear them. Hang with me. I'm going to put in a Barlow. Let's see what we can see on Aristarchus. This might be a real good shot. Hang with me, guys. Okay, we're back with Aristarchus. And if you've seen the movie Celestial, you'll note that Clementine took some incredible color photos of this. And when I show you this, I'm showing it to you in color, and you can actually see, you can compare the color with the Clementine photos, and you'll see it lines just up like ducks on a pond. And this is amazing. We can see quite a bit of detail, and I'm not even zoomed in yet. Let's try to zoom a little bit. If you let me see if I can give you the lay of the land. This is it's quite a crater, and I don't know. I know Herodotus crater is the one that looks like it's at the mouth of that river, and the bright crater to the 1 o'clock. Herodotus is centered now, is Aristarchus. Aristarchus is kind of like to the 1 or 2 o'clock of Herodotus. And let me try to work the brightness down a little bit. And if you look above, oh, it looks like I have a little pointer. See that little dot? It kind of centered or whatever. I'm going to go up to the gold mines. Gold mines are kind of centered. Let me brighten it up so you can see the ridge line. On Jose's film, that whole thing was gold color, and I mean they went into incredible detail. Let's bring it up, centered a little bit. See a little pointer of mine? These are some pretty good shots of some of the best I've ever done. Now let's zoom in even further. Isn't that incredible that I can actually get this close, guys, with a land-based telescope? You know, if you saw that movie, you'll see that I'm showing you some incredible stuff from a land-based telescope to almost fill up the screen. Now let me back out a little bit because, you know, we do lose some clarity when we go in there. And when I back out that much, that's a really good shot. Is there a life on the moon? You betcha. And I know some of you astrophysicists out there are shaking your heads and you're saying, Bill, I enjoy your videos. I enjoy your moon, but your commentary is so screwed up because there is no life on the moon. Well, I disagree with you. I think that there's plenty of life on the moon. Now, to give you an idea of what we're looking at, and let me see if I can use my pointer to a good effect. Valencia crater is, oops, it's not that one to the left. Valencia crater is right there. Valencia crater is at well, see the little dot right now. See the little crater above that, and the one right above that is called Valencia, and it's 8 kilometers wide. 8 kilometers wide. Right there. So that crater is 8 kilometers wide. And let me put it on pause, and I'm going to tell you how wide that is in miles. Drifting a little bit. That crater is 4 miles wide. And if you take a look at some of the craters around there that are smaller, you can see that I've determined that I can resolve to you know, a crater maybe a mile is a kind of a pinprick on his, but you can still see it. Now, what's interesting about this this thing? I've seen the Clementine stuff. I've seen the black and whites as well. This is a very well, it's hard to imagine, like in the gold mines, that there wasn't somebody up there doing it. And if you look at that snake-like thing, that it actually looks like a river. And I have my own theory. Let me tell you my theory about the moon. And this one picture will say a lot. If you take a look at what that is, a river, I think that's an old lava riverbed. I think the moon at one time was an active body, and I think that what we see, these seas, like the oceans and seas, are lava or whatever came up out of the surface and flooded the area. And to prove that, if you take a look at this crater, I see my little pointer right there in the middle. If you go right there, see that crater right there that's half buried in the lava and half kind of like on a beach, you know. That's Prince, P-R-I-N-Z crater, and it looks to me like it's it's kind of buried in the lava. Now, let's go back down. That is some incredible shots I've just given you of Aristarchus. Probably the best you're going to see from a land-based telescope. Yeah, I know I got some stuff on there, but I'm not going to spray it off right now. I'm going to go down here to look at the shadow line, and now that's a great shot of Crystal Lake. Great shot of Crystal Lake. Let me tell you my theory about Crystal Lake. I've got all kinds of theories. If you got the time, I've got the beer. I think Crystal Lake, isn't that some really, really neat shots of the mountains right around that area?